Hey there, everybody. Thanks for joining me to color. Whole new year, yay! So today we are going to be working on this adorable Lily of the Valley image called Greg, Just a Note. Isn't he cute? I will put a link to the image down in the description box if you would like to grab that. If you're on YouTube, the description is underneath the video. If you're on Facebook, if you head over to the store blog, all the links are underneath the blog post for this, and I'll try to put a link after the video. So I know, because Facebook doesn't let me put a description in very well, so we're just going to wing it. But if you hop over to YouTube or the blog, you'll be able to see whatever I used on the card there. So this is what we're going to be doing today. Isn't he adorable? Love him. We're going to use our Copics and our Prismcolor pencils. So this is today's one. So next week we are going to do Forget Me Not Tilda. Isn't she adorable? And this is a card kit, so you can purchase her over at the store. And then the next week, which will be the 25th, oh no, the 18th, we're going to do this adorable one from Mo's Digital Pencil. Her name is Be Mine. That's my plan anyway, and I haven't colored her yet, obviously, but I'm going to work on that, and I will get it posted over on the store blog. And then on the 25th, we're going to do this cute fall fox. And this is a card kit, so he's in the store now. If you want to head over and join, grab him up and purchase him before the class. That way you'll have him in your mailbox already. And then on February 1st, we are going to do Prismcolor pencils and this Crazy Dogs stamp. So that's my plan. I also did, over on the store blog, I put a tab at the top of the blog that says classes, and my plan for the year is to put all the classes there, including the Bible journaling classes, so you can go and see ahead of time what we are going to be doing and be able to either buy the card kit or go pick up the digital image or the stamp set, or whatever we're using will be over there so that you'll be able to see what we're doing ahead of time. I'm trying to be a little bit more on top of it this year. That's my plan anyway. I'm not promising that that's what's going to happen, but that is my plan. So I already printed my image here on some Nina 80-pound solar white cardstock, and I stamped my image, or my cinnamon up here already, but the image, I went ahead and reduced the opacity of the black, so it'd be gray, so it's like 75% of what the real color was. So when I get done, you're going to barely see these lines here at the bottom. So let's zoom down. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with our bear. And for that, we're going to use E35, 33, and 31. So we are going to use these. Put my note over here that tells me what color we're going to use. Actually, maybe we should do the outlining first. I think I ended up outlining him afterwards, so let's do that real quick. Let's do C0, and we'll outline him real quick, and then we can go ahead and do our coloring. So I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to start here at the bottom of my bear and go all the way around. And this just gives him a little bit of a shadow so that it looks like he is popping off the page a little bit. Not quite so flat. Let's go ahead and go around our little rabbit too. Isn't he cute? This is an adorable image. And I don't usually worry about how fat the line is or any of that. I just go around the outside. I like to do it first so that in case I get some on my image that I want to erase, it's much easier. Whoops, I colored my balloon. Good thing that's going to be green, so that won't matter. I could go back and erase it too, but I'm not even going to bother. Okay, so then we're going to do the bear. So let's grab, let me see, I need my pencils too. So let's see what color pencils we're going to use. We're going to use E47 and 41. So for our Prismacolor pencils, we're going to use dark umber, which is 947, light umber, which is 941. And then for our Copics, we're going to use E35, 33, and 31. So we're going to use those. Okay, let me hop over here and check to see if we have, because the chat is not working on that thing you stuck up, Miss HeathersHobbieHaven. Hi Chris, thanks for joining me. So let me see, let me move this screen over a little bit, see if I can be, let's put this over there. So let me move my streaming stuff around, on my screen. I hate this mouse. There, so I can see everybody. That way I can see Facebook chat and the YouTube chat at the same time. Okay, so we're going to start with our E35. And we're going to add some shadows onto our little bear. So let's go ahead and start up here where his ear touches his head. And along the bottom here. And then for his face, I'm going to go right next to where his snout is. And we're going to come down along his chin. And let's go ahead and do back here on the back of his head too, where these balloons are going to be hovering over the top of him, because they're going to cast a shadow. And his belly. And then I'm going to give him a little bit of a crease right here where his leg is. And I'm going to do those little patches. I'm going to do these little patches. There's like little cross hatches there on the bear. Okay, then we're going to do E33. And I'm going to try not to color inside of his ear here because we're going to use that for the lightest color. So let's bring this around the center. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this around on his face. Go over the top of that cross hatching. And then we're going to brush this up quite a bit. We're going to give it a couple coats, so I'm not worried that it doesn't look very tidy. We'll try that so far. And then we're going to add E31. And I'm going to try to be careful going around his eye because I don't want to color his eye brown. That wouldn't be very cute. And then we're going to go back with our second coat. So I'm going to grab E35. Then we will do E33. Being careful to go around his eye. And I'm going to bring it up past the last time I put this color down. So we're going to flick up past our last E33. Just a little bit, not too much. Kind of feather that edge a little bit more. And then we're going to fill it in the rest of the way with our E31. And we can do our ear inside. And I'm going to go ahead and do his snout too. And don't worry about getting any on his nose here because we're going to color that black. So if you color on that, that's fine. I colored his eye there, so I'm going to take my colorless blender and just give it a little bit of a push. Okay, now I'm going to take 947, which is our dark umber, and we're going to add a little bit of shadows in here. So I kind of hold my pencil back a little bit so I don't use as much pressure. And we're going to put this where we put the E35. And I'm doing little circles. And I'm going to go over these lines with my pencil there. And I forgot he has some down here on his fanny. And then we're going to add 941. And I'm going to come back with my 947 and I'm going to add a little bit of hair in here. So let's go make some little lines. And I'm going to go with the shape of his head. Don't like do opposite direction or any weird directions. Try to go with the shape of the body. Like here, see how it's curving around, so I'm going to make my stripes, my lines curve around. Same for his butt. It needs to need a little bit right in here. like that. And then let's hop down. Let's see. Let's do his nose. So for that, we're going to use W7 and 935. So we're going to use those two. So I'm going to use W7 on his nose first. And I don't want to color that little dot, so I'm going to try to be very careful. And then I'm going to take my W7 or my 935 and I'm going to go around his eyeball. Remember, he's got a little white spot, so don't color that in. And then I'm going to go ahead and go over the top of my W7. Then we'll hop down here and we'll do our envelope. And let's see, we'll need 32 and 29. Okay, so for envelope, we're going to use W210. And for our Prismacolors, we're going to use 1072 and 1069. And I'm going to start with W2. And for that, I'm going to add a little bit in the creases. And then we'll add W1. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this along the bottom edge too. And we just want to soften these edges. So I'm going to brush right over the top of my W2. Let's bring this around the flap. And then we'll use W0. And then we'll do 1072, where we want it to be darkest. And then we'll add 1069. I'm just going to use some little circles to soften this out. Cute. All right, let's see here. Oh, we got to do the rabbit too. So let's do, whoops, I shouldn't have put those away. So the rabbit's going to be the same colors. So let's go up here and do W2 first for a little rabbit. And let's see, let's do along the bottom of his foot. Let's go. I think I'll go down the center of his little belly too. And then let's go on his face. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. Then we'll add W1. And then we'll use our W0. And for this, we're going to go ahead and fill in his foot. And add a little bit to his tail. And for his ear, what did I use for his ear? Let me look. R30. Okay, so let's do R30. And then go over that with W0. And then we're at our Prismcolor pencils, so 1072. And then 1069. And then let's take 935, and I'm going to color these little lines on his belly. And then I'm going to color in his nose. And then his eye, if I can be really careful. Give it a little swoop of color here. So one thing about the Prismcolor pencils is I like mine really sharp, so you can get into that little dinky spot there on his eye. That works out really good. Alrighty then, so let's hop up here and we will work on our balloons next. So let's see, for the red balloon, we're going to use our 24, 5, 14, 22 for our Copics. And then for the Prisma pencils, we're going to use 9, 25, and 26. Okay, so for Copics, we're going to use our 24, 20, 24, 5, 14, 22. And then for Prismas, we're going to use 9, 25, and 26. I'm going to go ahead and start with our 24. So let's see, we're going to do this giant one first. So let's do this side. Okay, then this side I'm going to go all the way around. So let's go. Whoops. Went out of the lines. Okay, and then over here I'm going to go ahead and just go all the way around now. This, okay, then we're going to bring, I'm going to turn it here a little bit. So now I'm going to bring this away from this line. I'll make it easier so I don't have to worry about coloring my other balloons red by drawing your line first. Oh, wait a minute. And over here on this one, I want to have a white space, so I'm going to go, let's go with our white right like this. How about like that? We'll work with it from there. Okay, then we're going to go, actually I better put another little white space right up here at the top of this one too. So let's go. I'm going to put my little white dot there so I don't forget about it. Okay, then we're going to use R05. So for that, let's go ahead and go across this one. And then I'm going to turn it around so I can flick a little bit better. Then we'll add R14. Then we'll add R22. And we're going to cover the whole thing up. Then I'm going to come in with 925. Actually, I think I'm going to do my R22 over the top of these white spots, just so they have a little bit of color. Okay, then we'll do our 925. And let's go ahead and do down here on our little tie. And then we're going to add 926. And I'm going to go back with 925 again. And then 926. Add a little bit more of my 925. Okay, now let's go and do the little green balloons. So for the green balloon, we're going to use YG 25, 03, and 01 for our Copics. And then for our Prismas, we're going to use 913 and 989. I'm going to start with YG 25. Let's go ahead and do the dots on this balloon over here first. Okay, and then for this bigger balloon, we're going to go with on your tie, and then let's go ahead and go around like we did on the other one. And then we're going to bring this down, and then we're going to bring this balloon over this way. And let's give this one a white spot too. So let's go, how about right here. And we're going to add 03. And let's do the little dots here first. And we'll add some color to this. Then we're going to do it with YG01. I'm going to go over that white spot. Then we're going to add our Prismcolor pencils, so let's do 913 first. And then for this, I want this balloon to be shown through this balloon. So I'm going to bring this in here. And down this. I need a little more oof right here, I think. Okay, so we got a little outline for our balloon in there. Now I'm going to take this pencil and color over this. And then let's add 989. And I'm going to add another coat of my 913 to my balloon over here. So you can see it through the background there a little bit. Okay, so now let's go do the purple part for the purple balloon over here. And for that, we are going to use, we're going to use for Copics, we're going to use VO9, 17, and 15. And then for our Prismas, we're going to use 932 and 1008. So we're going to start with VO9. And I'm going to go ahead and carefully go. I hardly ever use this one, so I'm going to pop the other end off because I don't want it to bleed everywhere, because it's looking like it might be a little messy. It's feeling very damp, and I don't want it to make a big blob. And I think I'm going to bring this around this dot here. Okay, we'll try that. I will add V17. And I'm going to bring this up and around this dot. And how about we go around these? And then we'll fill it in with our V15. And then we'll add 932. And then I'm going to add 10:08. And there he is. Isn't he cute? Very adorable. Hi, Arista. Thanks for joining me. Why did I put the green over the red? I put the green right here over the red because the green balloon is behind the red balloon. So I wanted to be able to see. With balloons, you can usually see what's behind them because when you blow them up, they get a little bit lighter. So I wanted to show that this one was behind that one. Alrighty then, I got all my parts here for my card to put it together. Let's go up a little bit. Show a little dimension. Okay, so now we're going to do, I'm going to put this on here. Let's go ahead and attach that. Or I could use this striped piece, but I thought with a boy card, this would be perfect with this little diamonds on the front. Oh, and I always make sure that my card's opening the way I want because I would totally put it on upside down. And when you're doing your coloring with your Copics and your Prismas, you want to do the Copic coloring first and then add the Prismas, not the other way around. Because the wax in the Prismas is not good for your Copic markers. Hi, Julie! Alright, so now we're going to put this on here. Give it some pop dots. Those are more parts. I'm missing a little sequin piece here. Oh well. I lost it somewhere. It must have fallen out. Okay, so let's put these on here. So these were just, they came with, I think this was Blueprints. My favorite thing's Blueprints 24 die. I put a link to whatever Blueprints it was down in the description box. So if you want to head over and grab it. But it comes with these little sequin parts. So you can cut out sequins. So I thought that was kind of cool. But like so. Isn't he super adorable? But yeah, on my other card I had a little smaller black sequins over here, so it'd be like an odd number, but I lost it on the way over here, in here, I guess. Probably fell on the floor. I'll find it. Put it on there. But super cute. But it's just, I thought we'd try something new by using the Copics with our Prismacolor pencils. So that's what I did today. So don't forget, thanks Julie. So this was this week. So don't forget, next week we are going to, in case you missed it at the front of the video, over on the store blog, I put a tab at the top of the blog that says classes, and I'm going to try to keep track of all of our classes for the month in there. So that's one place you can go to see what we're doing for either Bible journaling or for card making. So you can go there and click on it, and then under each picture, for like this card, I put the blog post, so you can go to the blog post and see all the supplies I used in case you want to pick them up before class, so you're all ready. So this is going to be permanent. I'm going to try to stay on top of it so that it's, you know what's coming up for like the next 4 weeks. So next week we're going to do Forget Me Not Tilda. This is a card kit in the store. So if you'd like to pick her up, head over to the store blog or the store. It's on the little scrolly bar on the top of the store. You can pick her up. She's in the store. And then the week after that, which is, so this one is the 11th. And then on the 18th, we're going to do this Mo's Digital Pencil Be Mine Girl. I haven't got around to coloring her yet, but I will today, and she'll be posted over on the store. Or in the, it's not the store, in the blog, I'll post her. And then the following week on the 25th, we're going to do Fall Fox, and this is a card kit. He's also in the store, so if you want to pick him up and be prepared, so you have 2 already in there for you. And he's posted on the blog too with all the supplies, so you can see everything I use in case you want to pick stuff up. And then this is going to be February 1st, Crazy Dogs. And this is a Tim Holtz stamp I had in my stash, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna color him. And we're gonna do colored Prismacolor pencils on this one with some Gamasol. So that will be fun. So this one's Gamasol and Prisma pencils. Then Copic markers. And this one I don't know yet. I haven't done her, so soon. Today, hopefully. And then this one is also Copic markers, but both of those, the Fox and Tilda here, are card kits. So if you want to grab those, you're going to have to head over to the store and pick them up. And then they'll be at your house in plenty of time to color with me. So I hope you guys all had fun coloring today. If you have a question, make sure to leave me a comment. And, on the YouTube description, everything I use for this card is down below. If you are watching on Facebook, I will put a link to the store blog so you can head over and check out the supply list in case you want to do this card too, because it wouldn't let me put a description with all the links underneath of it in the Facebook post. So I hope you guys had fun coloring, and I will see you next Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for Bible journaling and 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for Forget Me Not Tilda. Have a great week, guys. Bye.